Hello and welcome to the latest Commander Corsair Elite Dangerous video. Now I haven't played this for a few days because, well, basically because I'm bored shitless with it. But during that time it's had an update. We're now up to version 1.04. And as far as I'm aware, the only difference that this has introduced is that the game now takes a ridiculously long time to start. The other thing is that because it has been a while since I last played this, I've no idea where I am and what I'm doing. So I guess this is as good a time as any to find out. Fuck it, might as well do open play. It's what, 20 to 1 in the afternoon on a Monday. It's highly unlikely I'll bump into anybody, so I can get away with it. Now, one thing that has been announced, actually a couple of things that have been announced from Frontier Developments, is that the much talked about ability to form wings within open play and private groups that was supposed to be there on release is finally coming in a major update. And a lot of people are quite excited about this. I'm not entirely sure why, because, well, it's certainly not going to bother me any. I mean, I'm almost certainly never going to use it. I don't, you know, bump into any of the friends in the game all that often. I think, yeah, I've never bumped into anybody since the game was released, or anybody that I actually know. There was one instance where we did actually try to do it, me and Commander Layden, one of those extremely rare occasions where Commander Layden actually found himself playing the game. But we are in the private group and at the same station, and yet we couldn't see each other, we couldn't text chat with each other, we can do fuck all. So the game was running as, you know, pretty much the same as normal. So yeah, with wings coming along, they're going to need to fix that, which seems to be a bit of a tall order. The other thing is, because Wings is coming in, it means that they're now having to beta test it, and people like me who took part in the beta will be able to beta test Wings, which I almost certainly won't bother testing because I'm not that fussed about it. But what we do know is that the ability for the wing, once it's formed, to then travel through either hyperspace or supercruise together as a single unit, which was a big part of being able to form wings, that's not coming into it. That's another thing that's been dropped, like the offline solo mode. So the other announcement is there's another new ship on its way, so we'll finally get up to the staggering amount of 16 of the 30 promised playable ships. That ship is the Fer-de-Lance, and anybody who knows me knows that that is the ship that I was really keen to get. However, I suspect that I'm already in a ship that's bigger and more powerful than it, so I don't know if I'm going to actually bother flying it, because it will be a downgrade. Not only that, I've seen some of the concept art, and I dare say anybody watching this has already, you know, they've also seen the concept art, and it looks fuck all like the Fer-de-Lance from the original game. It looks more like a hauler or an adder on steroids. So Yeah, looks wise it's a bit crap, but I mean, it's in Elite it was a ship that was favoured by bounty hunters, and if you encountered a Fer-de-Lance, unless you had some pretty hefty upgrades in your Cobra, you were always going to be in trouble. So it should be a ship that's built to kill. So I'm expecting a decent amount of hard points, possibly as many as 6, the same number that the ASP has. But to give it an edge, I will, this is all pure speculation on my part, but I will say 1 large hardpoint, 2 mediums, and 3 small hardpoints for it. Which means the ship's going to be expensive and it's built to kill, so it has to have a drawback somewhere. I think it's going to be that it has a pathetic cargo capacity. So I think the internal upgrades, you know, where you fit your shields or something, it will have one decent one, say a class 5 one, which will be needed for shields, and then I think it should have, say, 2 class 3s, so no class 4s, and 2 class 2s, and that's it. So it will be designed as a ship that's purely out there, you know, for combat, and for anything else it's going to be a bit crap. You're going to have to make some enormous compromises if you plan on doing cargo runs with it, or exploration with it, or anything else. So I think it will have not a particularly great fuel capacity, say 16 tons. Yeah, 16 tons would sound about right. 8 I think would be too low. 32 would be way too high. So yeah, I think 16 is about right for it. Utility slots, you know, for things like frameshift weight scanner and all that guff, I would say 3 or 4. So again, mostly for like bounty hunting and defensive capabilities, but not really much for anything else. So that's my speculation for the Fer-de-Lance. We'll see how accurate they will actually turn out to be when it actually arrives. Shock horror, there's no ETA yet for the major update. That will bring in wings, and I suspect that same update will also bring in the Fer-de-Lance, but that's about it. Anyway, so here we are at GeForce Orbital. So I'm in the hat, aren't I? Yes. I'll say, I can't remember what status I'm at or anything. So my balance is 7.5 million. That must mean I sold some of my upgrades and bought in more cargo space. So my cargo capacity is back at 184. Oh yeah, that's right. I changed my weapons loadouts. I've kept the 2 class 3 beam lasers. I have a class 2 cannon. I've also got a class 2 missile rack. I think, yeah, I went with that one because basically I used the beam lasers and nothing else. So I got rid of the multi-cannons and decided that a cannon, which is gimbal obviously, would be useful if I, you know, did come across a ship that's large enough to cause me problems, like an Anaconda. It will do more damage per shot than a multi-cannon would. And if I was in real trouble, then I've got the missiles to fall back onto. And they are the Seeker missiles, I remember that much. I don't like getting the dumbfire ones. They're a bit pointless to me. So it means I still have the chaff launcher, the kill warrant scanner. I've still got the frameshift weight scanner, but I don't know really why, because I'm clearly going back to my combat and trading idea, and a frame shift weight scanner is going to be a bit pointless. Maybe I can change that for... Oh, I've got the point defence turret already fitted, so I don't know what the fuck I'll do with that. So nevertheless, 7.5 million isn't bad, considering what I've got fitted and everything else. This is the station that has a decent number of ships that I can buy. Yeah, so it has the Python. There it is. How much more do I need to buy it? Costs 18. Well, that price I might as well say 19 million. So I need another 11.5 million. Well, I'm not that far from it, I guess. I guess that means, have I got any universal cartographic stuff to sell? No. So I must have sold all that. Is there anything in the bulletin board? Give me a mission to improve my naval rate. No. You wouldn't. Is there anything here that pays a decent amount? No. What's this one? Well, not destroying traders, that's for sure. Cargo to Nahet, but it's the fucking outpost which I can't land on. So right, forget the commodities market. Right, what did I buy here? Was it gold? Oh no, gold was what I carried here. Imported from Shapsugabus. That's the system I go to, isn't it? Advanced catalyzers, that's the ones. Them to Shapsugabus. Yes, I remember now. Oh yeah, because the docking station is really close when I get there. That's right. Right, well, let's do a run and see if there's anybody out there, and if not, let's see if there are any unidentified signal sources that will let me kill some people. Oh, I've got a bounty to claim as well. Well, I better do that now. There we go. Right. Does that change anything? No. Actually, what are my stats? I can't even remember the fucking stats. Current assets 49.7 million. Credit spent on outfitting 92.6 million. Again, to say, very distorted figure because I kept selling them back as well, but it doesn't take that into account. 1.3 million spent on repairs, 638,000 on fuel, 36,848 on munitions. That fucking insurance claim that still bugs me. So I've claimed 170 paid for kills, 155 in bounties, which I've made 939,000 on. Combat bonds is still 15, but only 42,000, not 45,000. That still bugs me as well. Trading average profit 72,871. Got no problem with that at all. Trading profit of 52 million. Commodities traded is just over 64,000. My highest single transaction is just shy of 270,000. That's not bad. Exploration 166 systems visited. 646,000 in profits from exploration. Well, that's not likely to change anytime soon. I am so fucking sick of exploration. Oh yeah, I wanted the permit for Facheche. Might have to see if I can pick that up during this vid. Anyway, did I set my course? Yes I did. Right, well, I guess we might as well bugger off then. Yeah, I've got everything. Right, here we go.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Now, I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition an awful lot, so I'm so used to the controls for that I'm probably going to be a bit sluggish on here. There is a player in the area, in an asp. Hopefully he's not going to be one of these players who likes being a prick. Well, if he is, he's not going to have the chance to do anything with me. Commander von Klinkerhoffen. I assume that's meant to be von Klinkerhoffen, but he accidentally hit the U instead of the I. Well, I'm about the hyperspace, so yeah, I'm not going to get the chance to reply, so watch the video, you'll see the reply on there. Right, oh yeah, got to slow down because it's AIM port, isn't it, or something? AIM dock, there it is. And it's bloody close, there it is. Now, come on, give us some USS's. Oh yes, something else. Ever since that 1.4 update, stuttering has got even worse. And I did install some new drivers that were supposedly pretty good for both Elite Dangerous and Dragon Age Inquisition. In fact, they were shit for both. So I got rid of them and I've gone back to the 344.75s. Well, bugger all here. Oh, that's too fucking far away, I can't be arsed. Well, that's not though. We'll go and have a look at you. What's the betting? It's just going to be fucking canisters. What did I tell you? Fucking canisters. What a waste of time. Consumer technology. Well, would have been relatively decent money if I could have picked them up, but my cargo hold is full and I'm not going to jettison anything just to pick up stolen gear, which means I won't be able to dock. Well, I will be able to dock, but I'll have to be careful, and I can't be bothered to be careful. Right, well, that was a waste of time.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
That's well, it's showing as a friendly, so at least that bit's working for the moment.
Docking request granted.
I'm allied with this place. It's a new one on me. I don't remember that happening. Not sorry though. Could come in quite handy. Or it would if this place had anything worth buying. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Scan detected.
Yeah, and it's that one that was coming in more or less right at me.
Landing gear not deployed. Landing gear deployed.
That fucking irritates the shit out of me when that happens.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, let's take a look. I have no fuel scoop now, so I have to pay the full whack on the refueling. 4,000, let me fucking pay it off, but no. Alright, does anyone desperately want whatever I'm carrying? What am I carrying? Advanced catalyzers, that's it. No. No surprise there. Right, well, let's get shot of them. 834 per tonne, not bad. So profit of 153,456. I'll take that. And buy gold, I think, is it? It was nearly always gold I took back to net. You can actually take others. Beryllium always has a decent profit on it. Gallium always has a decent profit on it. It's always over 1,000 per tonne on those, as well as gold. If you can't afford any of those three, silver always has a decent profit on it. But then again, if you can't afford gallium, then you're almost certainly not going to be able to afford silver. And the profit on silver is usually only about 700 or 800 per tonne, so I mean it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not as good. Anyway, enough of that guff. Okay, now there's a lot of the Seeking Luxuries ships around here now, but I have no idea how to initiate a trade with those ships. Anyway, back to net then. Now, when I read on the Elite Dangerous Facebook page about the beginnings of beta testing for the wings thing, I made the comment about, you know, oh what a surprise, you release a game that's clearly unfinished, and it means that we're now having to go back to beta testing features that should have been there on release, even while the game is actually supposedly, you know, completely released and all that shit. And I was pleasantly surprised there were a few people there who agreed with me that, you know, it's further illustration that the game was released in a state when, you know, that meant it should never have been released. But there was one, I can't for the life of me remember his name, I think it's something like John Byrne or something like that. And when it comes to comments from, you know, brown-nosing fanboys, this one took it to a whole new level, where he actually genuinely did right, and you can check the comments on the Facebook page post there to, you know, verify it yourself. He did write that the game contains all the features that the devs promised. I can only assume that he hasn't got a fucking clue what features the devs did and did not promise, because you don't have to be a genius to work out that he doesn't have anything like all of them, and it never will, because one of them, and I'm coming back to it again, the offline solo mode that was promised for 2 years is never going to be added. So it will never have all of the features that the devs said would be there. So yeah, that took, you know, willingly blinded fanboyism, brown-nosing to a whole new fucking level. I could not believe that I read that. I mean, it's possibly one of the funniest things I've ever read on Facebook, which isn't much of a statement. Facebook is a fucking it's a fucking skid mark on the underpants of the internet, it really is. Facebook memes, you know, as I read any of them, they make my IQ drop like a fucking stone in a lake. I have about as much regard for Facebook as I have for Frontier Developments. So yeah, I really do have a quite intense loathing of it. Now, as I was also saying, I haven't been playing this much. In fact, I think I only played it for about 10 minutes between the start of this video and the end of the previous one. Because I am fucking bored shitless with it. Not only that, but also because I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which has a hell of a lot more to do in it. It's a damn sight better game. But Dragon Age Inquisition videos don't really work. I've done 3 of them, and I'm not all that surprised at all that they're not very popular, because it's not really a game to watch. It's a game that you will love playing. You know, if you have only the remotest interest in PC RPGs, I recommend you get it now. But yeah, while it's a great one to play, they're not very interesting to watch. So they haven't had very many views and haven't had very many comments left on them at all. I mean, I have been trying to avoid major spoilers with the videos of that game, but sometimes it can't be helped, especially if I come in, you know, into a location or a part of one of the quests that I've never seen before. There is every possibility that it will reveal something, you know, that's quite major to the game. So unlike my Elite Dangerous videos, where I couldn't give a monkey's toss, in that one, or in those 3 Dragon Age Inquisition videos, I have got spoiler warnings. And I say, if I'm approaching an area where I know there will be spoilers, then I'll turn back and head the other way. But if it's an area where, you know, I just can't help it, then, you know, oh dear, there's a spoiler, but don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, so if you have an interest in Dragon Age Inquisition, go and check those videos out.
Engines disengaged.
I mean, they're not that much more boring than watching me play Elite Dangerous, so... Right. Right, repairs, come on, fucking come on. Nearly 4,500, I want to fucking sort it out. Let's see if there's anything in the bulletin board. Not really. Certainly no one wants me gold, so we'll sell it here. How much per ton? 1,270 profit. That's not bad. So 233,680 credits profit on that. So $7,891,390. Okay, well, let's go back and do another one of these. Hopefully this time I'll spot a worthwhile unidentified signal source. Here we go.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Ships that are getting pretty close to me down here. Well, that was all of the excitement for this area. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
This way. Hey, there it is. There it is. I suppose it's unlikely to find any unidentified signal sources out here because I'm just so close to the station there isn't time for any to show up. There's barely time for other ships to appear in the area. There's that one. Okay, let's take a look at this. That ship's either just left it or is just heading towards it. It must have just left it. Mind you, that doesn't really help much. So it could still be, you know, bloody cargo canisters, and he's the ship. That was the ship that's dumped them there. He's selling gear or wants to buy technologies or something. Okay. Well, he's a nobody. They're desperately seeking CHA. What's CHA? It's not advanced catalyzers, is it? Oops. And he's now just disappeared. I've had this happen a few times before. He's just absolutely vanished. Type 9 went just completely. Now there is no fucking sign of it. Game's a fucking piss take, isn't it? Away we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Have a look at you. Should probably be a fucking waste of time and all, but you never know. Aha, some ships. Are they just going to vanish though? He's clean, but chances are some of the others in the area won't be. If I can fucking find them. Who's he? Cobra, mostly harmless. Clean. Where's this other one? Eagle. Well, if he is wanted, it's not going to be a particularly challenging one. Clean. Alright, where are the other ones? There's this one. Let's take a look at you. I'm almost certainly going to regret that, because I'm now going to shoot straight past him, and he's clean anyway. Right. So he's clean. Clean. Is everyone clean in this fucking area? Where's that one that's flickering? Over there. THS has deployed hardpoints. Well, he can try and take me on if he wants. And he's fucking clean. So everyone in this area is fucking clean. Who's this twat? He's the one who's deployed hardpoints, but he's not following me. So who's he going after? He's fucking hyperspacing out of here, so is someone else. So there are ships in the area. Not one of them had anything worthwhile though. Has this one just turned up? Whoever he is, by the time I get there, he probably would have been... shit would have probably corroded to... he's fucking... Right. I've had enough of that. It's fuck all here. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another fucking waste of time.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
At least I'm approaching the docking station almost head on for once. Shock horror, 33 is not lit up, but I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. About fucking time and all.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, can I actually do that? Fucking... Alright, does anybody want my, what do they want? Auto fabricators. think I can buy them from there, so I'll grab that one. Or can I get merchandise from there? No, they don't have any. Yeah, I won't get that one. Don't go to any of those systems. Alright. So I need to remember auto fabricators. So them 834 per tonne, not bad. So, broken the 8 million credits mark. Not for long though. Right, well, I've got a mission. It's not exactly cutting edge of excitement, but it's something. It's more than I've had for a little while anyway. So, lucky you gets to watch this enthralling stuff for a bit longer, because I'm doing one more run from here to Nehet and then back here again.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
I know that'll spoil you. I think I may have overdone the launch bit. Better. Not much better, but... Mind you, I need to make these last two runs pretty quick because I'm dying for a piss. Where I need to go. For fuck's sake, sort it out. Fuck it, let's take a look at this. Right. Oh, you fucking wanker! It's just going to be like a black box or something, isn't it? 1 ton of explosives. Is it fucking worth it? I'm trying to see what ship it was out around here. Can't really tell. Oh well. Anyway, it was a total fucking waste of time coming out here. Starting to get really fucked off with the amount of these unidentified signal sources. They always end up with fuck all in them.
2, 1, engage.
Which is the only way I can get any action, because I hardly ever get any fucking interdictions anymore.
Docking request granted.
I can't remember how many tons of the auto fabricators I'm supposed to get.
Scan detected. Under attack. Landing
Long
gear
enough to
deployed.
get that ship.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Right. So, can I now do... No, it's over 5,000 now and it still won't fucking let me do it. Anybody want my gold here? No. What a surprise. Someone wants mineral extractors. Doesn't this place sell mineral extractors? Technology. Okay, it must be machinery then. No, it doesn't. Okay, thought it did. Anyway, let's sell me gold. 1,216,000. I wish it was 1 million. 1,269 per ton. So 233,496 for that lot. Right. Auto fabricators, it's 5 of them. So I'm paying out 16,350, but I'll get back, was it about 23,000 profit on those. It's a hell of a lot more than I make on my gold. Or not my gold, because advanced catalyzers here. Right, okay. So a set course for Ship Sugar Bus once more, and this will be the last one. Because if you think this is boring to watch, you should try sitting here and being the one playing it.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Fucking orca now waiting to come in. Get out of the fucking way. In far more than it hurt me. There we go.
Charging.
Abe Doc, where are you? There you are. Whoa, and there's the sun. What's that? Wasn't as close as I thought it would be, so bollocks to it. How close is that one? Not close enough. Okay, take a look at you. Taking longer to get to this one than I thought it would. We're certainly still going to have fuck all there. Well, one of those two will have something there, and it will be the one that I don't go to. Oh, right, okay, here we go. Who are you? Security service. You might be worth a look at. You are worth a look at.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Yeah, let's see this. So,
Target destroyed.
right, let's check out these others. Okay, these
Scan detected.
security. These other two are almost certainly both security. He is, and so's he. So, well, I got one ship anyway, so an extra 10 grand. It wasn't exactly the most difficult fight I've had.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Nevertheless,
1. Engage.
it was combat, so there you go, you got a bit of excitement. Wasn't that worth waiting for, eh? Definitely not approaching head on now.
Docking request granted. Scan detected.
Couldn't have come along at a more fucking awkward angle, could he? What a surprise, it went off and back on again.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Didn't mean to click on that. Fuck, still can't. Alright, let's get me bounty for that. Not bounty, but you know what I mean. Payment for it anyway. That's about all there was there. So get the additional for this little lot. 149,286 for them. Not bad. So 8,446,509. So what does that do to my stats? Still novice broker surveyor. So my current assets has now broken the 50 million mark. Still a long way to go before I can get the Python though. Combat went up by 1. That's about all that happened there. My average profit has gone up to 73,648. Fast approaching 53 million in trading profit. I'll certainly break 53 million after the next cargo run. Well, that's about it. Really wasn't a whole lot that happened there. In fact, I have just remembered I forgot to pay in the 10,281 for that. There we go. Now, the fact that I paid it in, I don't think it's going to make any difference, no. So it's still a novice. Shock horror. So anyway, well, there you go. I think this video is even more fucking boring than the last one I did, and I thought that was bad enough. But it makes it a rather shining indication of, you know, how this game's going. It's becoming fucking boring because there's fuck all to do, and the reason there's fuck all to do is because there's hardly anything in it, because so many of the things that were supposed to be in it haven't been added yet. So, well, I really don't know how much more of these videos I'll be doing, because I just can't be bothered to play it, because there is just fuck all to do now. So anyway, there you go. So that's the end of this riveting fucking pile of shit. So this is Commander Lucosa signing off.